background noise coming in from like background? Nope, right?
Is there any what?
Is there any background noise? Like from my end?
No,
Nope,
no,
right?
no, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay, all right, all right.
So, yeah, I'll just work for the next couple hours, and
Mm-hmm.
I will um kind of like show you how I do things, and then we'll go kind of go from there, basically.
All right.
So, which version of Windows do you have?
It's I guess the latest one. I mean the 12, I guess. Not 12, 11, I guess.
I want this one, Windows 11.
11?
Windows 11 dictation looks like that. So let me see what I have. I think I have the next. Hold on.
The Mac one is like pretty good though. I mean for work purpose, the
Oh, it's
iOS it's very
enterprise.
fine.
No wonder. It's
Yeah.
enterprise version. That's why this
Okay.
thing sucks so bad.
Right.
Hmm.
And it's your like office ones, right? The office laptop.
Yeah, hold on one second. I'm trying to see if I can. Is it recording?
Yep.
Is there any way that I can download the Windows 11 regular Windows dictation on my Microsoft Windows 11 Enterprise version? Because I really hate the Windows dictation feature on the Enterprise.
Um, but for that, Rafi, you have to change your OS first. I mean, you have to upload the Windows, I mean the latest one Windows, install your, like system first, then you can like download the like latest one, the dictation version that you are like referring to. Firstly, you need to know what is the specs about that. I mean, it like is that a 64 or 32?
Sorry, I was asking that to ChatGPT, not you.
Mm-hmm. It's already like recognized. Sorry, I was asking that to ChatGPT, not you. Yeah.
You have selected Microsoft David as the default voice.
So annoying technology these days, just everywhere. It's just this dictation, it sucks. It's
Mm-hmm.
horrible.
It's too slow, I guess, right? We need to find some solution for that.
It's horrible because the other one, you have Windows 11, right?
Right.
On yours, you should be able to press the Windows plus H button and it should pop up in a little square like that, right?
Windows H. Nope. Yeah. That's correct. To use will fill the box again. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I have on my computer as well. It's just on my work laptop. It's terrible. So I'm gonna switch over to my personal
Mm-hmm.
laptop.
Okay.
It's too much work. Just let me just show you here. It's whatever. Anyway, your Windows dictation feature is way better than the one I'm using right now, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
This one on the
You know,
enterprise
Rafi,
level is terrible.
previously I had an like issue with the like microphone, I mean the headset, but it got solved. Like now it's like totally fine with that. So I have no
Cool.
issues, for the dictations.
Okay. So I'm gonna do some of these things that
Mm-hmm.
normally you do, and I'm
Right.
gonna show you how I'm doing them, and then I want you to tell me, are you doing it differently than me? Because managing these, things like emails and stuff really shouldn't be taking you more than just a 30 minutes type of deal, like maybe 45 minutes max.
Right.
So I'm marking with this because you need to follow up with Guntaka
Right. For
and
the
make sure that he's taking all these things from Zoom and
mm-hmm.
uploading them to YouTube. Abu Bakr
Okay.
is also responsible for this. He's also doing the
YouTube thing.
yes,
Got it.
exactly. So when you get your WhatsApp set up, you're gonna see all these people are gonna be in the WhatsApp. And you can message them there directly.
Okay.
So make sure you're gonna check in with them and say, hey, did you take this?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Any updates regarding on those like videos and stuff? Have you uploaded those or not? You mean take,
yep. They
taking
need to be
from
taking
the
the videos
updates from
from
mm-hmm.
Zoom and putting
Mm-hmm.
them on my YouTube channel and then optimizing and publishing them.
All right. Got it.
So Guntaka is working on that. Abu Bakr is working on that. And
Okay.
there's another guy. I'm spamming those, marking with spam because those are just job
Mm-hmm.
notifications, like jobs are coming. But you should not be doing that ever. I will manage
Right.
my own emails myself.
Correct.
You should never delete any email, mark any email as spam, nothing like that without asking
Mm-hmm.
me first.
Asking you, right? Mm-hmm.
We know he used ChatGPT because this
Right.
and this.
Forget to remove those. Yep. Thanks for connecting me today about any job details benefits. Okay.
So in the most natural conversational tone that you possibly can, just imagine Dale Carnegie was responding, and also it has to pass Alan Turing's Turing test. Go ahead and respond back to this guy and answer whatever questions he's asking or something like that. And make sure you reference things from my resume if needed. Oh. We know his name is Jacob with a K-O-B, so we need to fix that.
Right. Edit. And we have to also save him. Yeah. Right. Right. Rafi, can you press Control Z first?
Control Z?
Right.
Why?
Then like whenever you paste something, you will have to press Control Shift V. Then it will automatically like formatting. You don't need to, like format by manually.
Really?
Yep. Control Shift V. Yep.
Whoa. Where did you learn this from?
GPT though. And after that, like Abu Bakar also like told me. I said him, yeah, I know about that.
Oh man, you might know more tricks than me. That's nice. I never knew this before.
Yeah, it's pretty much good to use, and it's time saving too. We just need to like remove those L like dashes or stuff. That's all. Yep.
Wow, this is a nifty little hack you taught me. It's gonna save me thousands of hours over my lifetime.
Yeah.
These little tricks save countless hours if
Mm-hmm.
you think about it. We're on the
True, true.
computer all day long, right? Even
Correct.
learning things like Windows V
Mm-hmm.
was a huge
Right,
time saver for me.
right. You mean the notepads, right? Yep. I have saved all
Yeah,
those, crucial things in my, top, I mean the bottom section. So I can easily like, pull up anything that I want.
right,
So those like notepads are saved in my, bottom sections.
right. All right. I don't have any kind of massive budget for this because it doesn't make me any money. So I cannot
Correct.
offer them more than like for YouTube, I can offer
Mm-hmm.
them like $1 per video for them to edit the video and optimize it, publish it, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Oh,
And for
and
social
like what
media,
about the social media? Mm-hmm.
I can offer them like, you know, they're gonna only want to need to work for probably for like an hour to hour and a half per day on social media, no more than that. Because my social media doesn't take that much time, right?
Right.
It's
We
not
just
that
need to
much to
post
do.
something. Correct.
We just need to
Like two
post
to
and we
three
need to
posts a day. Mm-hmm.
log in every hour and just simply
Right. Cross check
reply to
like
comments.
everything. Is there any like comments, likes, and stuff? Right. Right. I understood that.
Right. So I'm gonna show you that by first of all, let me show you
Rafi,
how to post.
yeah, please, please. Like we can do one more thing. I mean, you had asked me about the some people like some I would say professional guys. So we have an like dedicated team for that. I have already mentioned to you, and I already talk about with this topic with Sumit, my manager. So if you are interested or if you are know more about this, then like you can ask for that to Sumit.
Do you know how much they charge?
Uh, I totally didn't know about that because there are like so many domains like in my company. Like VAs are different. I mean, or web developers are different. Detail marketing teams are different. Network marketings are different. So and there are plenty of like peoples. Like one of the people who have like more than 10 years experience in like social media. One who has like only 2 years experience, right? So they are sort of bridge in the like prices. So I wish you need to spoke about with this to like Sumit.
Yeah.
He will be the best person to like
Okay, I'll
getting you the
ask him.
price and
If it's
stuff.
something I can afford, I'm obviously, as
Yeah,
you can see, I'm only
absolutely
paying
correct.
like $3 a day at most for social media management right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if your prices will match that or be close to that, but if so, then yes, I will definitely would like to outsource this piece as well because it's been a headache for me
Right.
to take care of. Okay, so let me just show you social media just so you can manage Abu Bakr or whoever is going to do it.
Mm-hmm. And you have two accounts, right? I mean, in the like Facebook.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hey, listen, so basically can you give me like 3 prompts that I can give to Sora? And what I would like for you to do is give it very strong prompts that it can use to create some very vivid images that show the cruelty that we do to animals, just to give you some ideas. And please do not copy these exact ideas I'm giving you. I'm just giving you these ideas as an example. Maybe like focus in on the eyes of a cow as its throat is being slit. Or maybe focus in on an octopus's eye as it's being dipped into boiling water while it's being still alive. Or focus in on a fish that's being stabbed and bled to death while it's still alive, and you focus on the eyes to capture the emotion. So basically, I would like for you to come up with something very, very strong. Some of these like ones that you can use actually, if you want, but something similar to these ones. Give me like 5 such prompts that I can give to Sora to make sure that Sora can capture these extremely emotional moments like that, because I want people to see these pictures and read these posts and emotionally be moved and start crying and never want to eat meat again. That's the whole goal of this whole project. So can you please give me 5 such prompts that I can give to Sora? You see how much I gave? Imagine if you had to type this out. How long would this
Right.
take you?
5 minutes
You need
minimum.
to use
More than
this
that.
voice dictation.
Right.
So all I'm going to do is just take all this, go to Sora, which is
Sure.
a image generator in
Or we
ChatGPT.
can use Luma AI too for image generation.
Sure,
Yep.
use whatever, man. I don't know those things.
Luma is, a pretty clear or crisp image that they'll provide.
People are so funny.
Hey,
This is a
is that
very
from?
famous show,
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
The Office. Anyway, here was the first one.
Look at the Trump. Oh man.
I don't know how people make these things. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. It's totally beyond the imaginations.
It's
And
so
nowadays
interesting.
AI became so scary though. Like it can do anything, can generate any
Wow.
such things.
No, for sure, man. Where did it go? Oh,
क्या दिच्छो हाँ जाओ जाओ. Sorry about that, Rafi.
no, you're good.
Are you still talking in in Bengali in your home
হ্যাঁ
or?
তোমার সঙ্গে বাংলা বলতে পারবো, সমস্যা নেই কোনো।
Oh man, it's
বাংলা
it's kind of
ইংরেজি আমি
like
সবই পারি।
it's kind of something, I'm hearing something different person. It's kind of like Rafi too though. It's very
বাংলা
sweet, the Bengali
বা-
language ta. Onek
yeah,
sweet.
right. Yeah, you're in West Bengal, so that's Kolkata. Basically, everybody there
Right.
speaks Bangla.
Correct, correct. There are like some people, mostly they are not like native speaker, but they are like used to spoke in like Bengali though.
Mm. Right,
But
they
right.
hear it a lot, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But যারা actual Bengali তারা almost বলেই আর কি বাংলাই বলে. I can speak, Spanish a bit and Japanese a little bit of. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Wow, that's a unique skill to have being from India.
Mm-hmm. Japanese, I got it from, like watching animes and stuff. And
Hmm.
Spanish, I have learned there is one of my client, she was from like Rome or Italy side, like side. So from there, I got, like passionate about learning that particular language.
Mm. Wow, nice. So it violates their content, and that's why they cannot show it, but they created it anyway, which is so stupid. Okay, whatever. All right, here's one.
Mm. It looks nice.
Yep, let's do maybe this one. We can come back to ChatGPT and say,
Generate a prompt.
write in one-liners. Write in one-liners, just like Brian Dean does in Backlinko. So you could post this, but break up each sentence into. Oh wait, let me use a
Right.
trick. Will it work here?
I guess so. Yep. Control should be. I guess nope, nope. Yeah, it works, right?
It does not
Nope.
work.
Yeah, it's only works in like Gmail. Mm-hmm.
That's really nice though that they do that. That's crazy. How did you learn that?
I got it from, some of the shorts that pops in Instagram. I
Oh
got
wow.
it from there, yeah. And
Oof.
previously also it helps me a lot to email someone or, managing stuff. And it also works in Outlook too. I mean, the Microsoft ones.
Wow, that's nice. I'm gonna use that all the time now.
But I haven't tried in such social medias. I mean, the YouTube or any of Facebook. अल्प ही था हाँ बस thank you.
I'm sure someone out there who does this all the time will find so faster ways to do what I'm doing right now, but this is the general idea.
Right.
Find out for me also research, write this down as a research item or from your team members.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that I can automate all this by using something like Buffer or Hootsuite or
Mm-hmm.
HubSpot that post the same thing? If I post it in one place, it'll post the
Mm-hmm.
same thing on all my platforms. I know there is
I
such.
got it. Mm-hmm. We can for that, Rafi, we have to use such of the project management tools like
Mhm.
as you already mentioned, Hotsuite, Buffer, Slack, or any others. Or else we can merge to Facebook, Meta to like Insta. For that, if you post any such thing in your like Facebook, it will like automated posted in your Insta account too.
Facebook and Instagram already connected. It's already doing that for the
Okay.
posts,
Okay.
that can be
Mm-hmm.
posted on both.
Right.
But I also wanted to know if there's any way that I can post this across all of my social media
Got it.
at
Mm-hmm.
once.
Surely I'll like find that way that we can, manage such a ways.
See, here you
Got it.
can share to groups, but it doesn't give you the
Right.
option to share on my public figure page also. I don't see anything like that.
And we can share only 3 groups at a time, right? Or like
Something
more
like
than
that,
that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an example of a post for, for Facebook, for example, right? So right
Correct.
now I'm doing manually everything. As you can see, it's very time consuming.
Right.
Then I would basically have to go and, you know, change accounts. It's just very annoying process.
Right. I have to like repeat the same thing again. Correct.
Right. I know for sure there's a way. There's got to be a way to do this
Right.
automatic. And
I
so
have
I
to talk with
see.
some of my people about this
Okay.
topic. No worries. I'll find some way to do this.
Okay. You see how it messed up the formatting again now?
Mm-hmm.
I could, I guess, put it in a notepad and it'll fix the formatting for
Paste,
me.
paste
But
that. Right, right, right.
all right. So then that's that.
Copy the image. Right. Paste it over here again. Mm-hmm.
And that now has been done.
All right.
Maybe show some groups. Maybe some
Excuse me.
vegan group or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Does it let me type in the name of a group?
Like you don't need to be. You can select for like from here. For that you don't need to have like have the options, I guess, for type the group. You have to search it by, looking.
So I can't. You can't We can't, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Search the name for it. You have to scroll.
Right.
That's
Mm-hmm.
very annoying. That's very annoying. We don't have to do this. I'm just exploring this right now just to see if there's any such feature we can post this in vegan groups or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess Memphis eats.
It's we can do okay. It's veterans. I did vegetarians. Activations.
I don't
I'll
know.
do
I'm just
this.
experimenting. I've never done this before. I'm just experimenting with it.
Mm-hmm. You're like fully vegan, right?
No,
Okay.
vegetarian.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
I'm mostly vegan, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
But occasionally, every now and then, I will still eat some meat occasionally because
Mm-hmm.
I'm focused on LinkedIn because I don't know, I don't want to cause any problems on LinkedIn and create controversy because I have all my professional network there. I'm very, very careful as to what I post on LinkedIn.
Correct.
So here's what I'm gonna post on LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm trying to make a post on LinkedIn basically where I want lots and lots of virality. Like I wanted this post to go completely viral. So can you give me some ideas? First of all, let's brainstorm for a second. Can you give me about 10 different ideas around which you can create me a long form post copy and give me the prompt for Sora for an image also that's going to go viral. Like basically I want people to learn something from it, like some kind of hack or tip, like interview hack, or maybe like how to climb the corporate area, corporate ladder or something like that. Basically, I want it to be something so beneficial and something that people are gonna read and they're gonna have an eureka moment, like, oh my God, I didn't know that. That's such a crazy hack. Like I want it to be such a good hack. I want all these to be such good hacks that they can't help but share it. Like for example, I just recently discovered the hack that if you just do control plus the shift key and then paste something in Gmail, it automatically fixes the formatting. So can you give me such type of hacks and long form post copy and also the prompt for Sora and give me basically 5 of those because I'm creating content for my LinkedIn right now. As you can see, if you're doing this every day, right, you would want to build out a project in ChatGPT so you don't have to keep doing this prompting
Right.
over and over and over.
Right. And for that, Rafi, I using, that the job recruiter replying always for, like replying to any new or follow up or any of such like recruiter prompts.
Mm-hmm.
There is one more, I have like created one project or tab. It named of like LinkedIn replies.
Yeah,
You will
perfect.
see the right for that one though.
Great. Yep, that's exactly how you should be doing it. If I was doing this every day, I'd be doing
Mm-hmm.
the same thing. So you can actually leverage the rest of these images on, I should have, here, I'll just do it myself. Let's see that it did all this. Which one do you think is better? I think this one with the smoke.
Right, the left one, correct. It looks more realistic though.
Mm-hmm.
Scary too, the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never, eat or something like
Oh,
octopus
this
though.
one
It's a cow, right? Yeah.
supposed to be a cow.
Yeah, gross. Looks terrible.
Who created
Rafi,
these?
I have like one personal question from you. Like this is kind of like out of the box. I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
how could you like motivate or manage yourself to, pushing yourself to every day?
Like to not eat meat or just in general?
No, no, no. Like in general though. I mean, to do such high priority works or, to busy yourself or pushing, I mean, You are busy at this 24/7, right? You're doing something like related to your office or any of your personal things or stuff. So that I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like how keep yourself like motivated at the same time with the same energy.
The secret is very intense exercise.
I mean the workout, you mean that? Or any of like
Yeah.
brain exercise?
Physical exercise. I do very hard workout called CrossFit. You can look into it.
Mm-hmm.
I meditate recently,
Okay.
and I've always had a extreme fear
Mm-hmm.
of becoming mediocre. I'm running away
Mm-hmm.
from that my whole
All right.
life. So having a deep sense of purpose,
All right.
I
That
think also
quote
helps
is
a
like
lot.
famous quote is it's about escaping the mediocrity.
Yep. I never, ever, ever, ever want to
Mm.
be someone who's just another random person who just came and went left. I want to
Right.
leave some type of mark.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that always motivates me. But recently I've studied a lot of nutrition and health. And nowadays, my main thing is meditation and sleep.
Mm.
I'm trying to get 9 hours of sleep every night. And that significantly boosts motivation, I think. Just try for 1 week. Go to bed at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, wake up the same time, make sure there's no cell phone screen, nothing,
Mm-hmm.
within 1 hour of going to bed. Try not to look at the blue light.
Right.
Keep your room completely dark. And if you have air conditioning, put it as low as you can, like 60 degrees,
Right.
and try to get that full 9 hours of sleep, 8, 9 hours of sleep. And I'm telling you, you're going to see how much motivated you feel the next day. You're going to feel amazing.
Hmm.
It's been the biggest game changer for me recently.
That's what I like observe from my end. In these days, Rafi, I hardly get to sleep at least a minimum, not minimum, the maximum 4 hours, 5 hours. So whenever I like woke up for my work or any XYZ, because I'm working from my home, right? So I was very exhausted. I was, frustrated about the things and very tired at the first hour or first 2 hours. So that's the
Mm,
issue that I'm having at this moment.
yes, you have to,
And
brother. I mean, there is no
mm-hmm,
other way
right.
around it because when you get more sleep, you become smarter. And
Mm-hmm.
if you become smarter, you can make better decisions and you don't have to work as long. You can work less and achieve more.
Hmm. Facts.
So let's just say I was going to post this one. I'll switch back to my regular account.
Right. And Rafi, I guess it already has been posted, right? Because I have seen that photo or something in previous week.
Oh, these maybe, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Abu Bakr did these.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He had like posted this of the stuffs.
Okay, it's fine. It's a different post copy. So
Right. Or if you want such of like your new contents like relatable to in current scenarios topic, so I can also work on that too. I mean research on that too.
you won't have time to do this because you have way
Right.
too many things to
There's
do for me.
right. Absolutely.
Maybe if you work for me full time in the future, then maybe you can do something
Hmm.
like this. But right now,
Correct.
this,
Focusing on the current task. Correct.
yeah, I have too many other tasks that have to be done every day for you to spend time on this. You need to find a very
Yep.
reliable person who can just sit there all day and just do this all day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not all day, really. It just takes, like I said, an hour of their day to do this.
Right.
So we did this
And
one.
you don't put any hashtags, right? I mean for Instagram.
Nope. I am not
Is
a
there
fan of
any reason
hashtags
for
at
the
all.
okay. But
I
it
don't see
comes
the
under
reason for hashtags.
okay.
I've never seen hashtags being recommended by any SEO expert of any type. It's
Mm-hmm.
not really something that, like I said, I haven't really seen the benefits of hashtags personally. Nobody goes on Facebook and just searches a hashtag for the most part and says, okay,
Right.
let me see if I can find content around. Like, unless it's an event or something, then everybody's joining the conversation with the hashtag. That's a different scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, nobody's doing that,
No, Rafi, talking about the Instagram one. I mean, after you like finishing your, typo, I mean the captions, beside that you can put some hashtags like I mean like relatable hashtags.
Um, I still I personally do not. I've never seen
Okay.
any kind of significant benefit from doing so.
Okay, okay, all right. Because I'm saying this the hashtag topic because I already mentioned that I have in one page like related to like aviations, right? In Instagram.
Yeah.
So I have used such of things from any of like different like platforms like Pinterest or any of others. So I have generated the video or collect those like video or any such thing from there, or I'll use GPT for the prompt and also use hashtags from like over GPT though. It works for me. I mean, I'll getting more views or engagements by using that. The
If you want to
last.
experiment with it, then try it. Yeah, I have no problem
Okay.
experimenting with it. I personally have just never used those.
Mm-hmm.
In all my years that I've been doing things online, I've never really seen. I mean, I know people use them, but all the top marketers I've ever followed, I don't really see that they're using the hashtags like that. Neil Patel doesn't use hashtags. Brian Dean doesn't use hashtags. Jay Shetty doesn't use hashtags. Gary Vaynerchuk doesn't use hashtags. So if
All
it's
right.
good enough for those guys, I don't need to really reinvent the wheel. There's a reason why they're not doing it.
Correct.
Only people using hashtags are people that are not so popular on social media, in my opinion.
Hmm. Absolutely. That's right. Because I have, like 39 or 40 followers, I guess. But the last video, it views around 112K.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So I'm just trying to, post it like at least one video regularly.
Right. That's good. That's all you have to do, basically.
Mm-hmm. Be
All right. So you
consistent.
get the idea of what we're doing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
like that, give me that one that I gave you of just using the Control Shift and V button to paste in Gmail and automatically fix the formatting. Go ahead and give me that one. So we can create an article out of what you just taught me.
Mm-hmm. Long from post copy as a trainer, I get a save frustration and make your emails look like turning. Right.
Notice how I'm doing everything in one-liners.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that. People don't like to read long form
Long
blocks of
form.
text, especially side to side.
Right.
They like to read up and down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we
Correct.
make it easier for people to read by making them read up and down, not so much side to side.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the rest of these things I created in Sora and stuff like that, maybe you can take some of those images or try a couple on your own just to practice doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know how long it takes for someone else to do it. So if they're saying, oh, it took me 5 hours, then you can say, no, this should not take you 5 hours because I did it myself and it takes me 1 hour.
Right.
All right, so this is Sora, right? Yeah. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna play this last one and then I'm gonna show you how to comment. Move on from the social media stuff. All these things will be completely automated once the agents become a thing.
Right.
Agents will go and do all this work for us. We'll give it a prompt.
Prompt.
It'll create the post copy, the image, everything. It'll log into your LinkedIn and post it for you. People already have that right now. Completely automated LinkedIn accounts exist currently as we speak.
Right. And it can be posted like frequently or whatever we need, like regularly, like basis, 2 posts regularly, 4 posts regularly,
Yep.
as per our need. Got it.
Right. That's the main thing I need you to quickly start finding for me now. You can clearly see I haven't
Right.
had the time to sit down with one of these coaches and learn this and do this myself, but I don't want to delay this. I just need someone to now build me these automations, and then later when I. Okay. You can see that it didn't take me that long to create these, content pieces, right? After, even though I've spent a lot of time exploring and explaining everything to you, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So it's not that hard. If for someone who knows what they're doing, they can even do it faster than me, I'm sure.
Right.
This is not my area of expertise. I don't sit there every day and post this. Like, I never post these things. I have had someone else do this for me for the last almost decade now. So if I did this every day, I'm sure I would know a lot more hacks, shortcuts, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But even then, as you can see, with what little knowledge I have, I was still able to create some very helpful posts, which you taught me.
Correct.
Within seconds, I turned it into a post.
Right. And it
And I
looks
guarantee
very,
you,
very professional also. Yep.
yeah, it's going to get a lot of comments and likes and stuff. Yes, tomorrow, watch.
Right. Yep.
People love this kind of stuff. Like, think of how much I liked it when you taught me this and how much time it's going to save me now.
Right. Absolutely.
Think of just shortcuts like this and just start making little posts about these shortcuts, teaching people. That itself is an idea for endless content.
Hmm.
Think about
Right. Solving the like
it.
problem, I mean to say,
Just the same way you found it. How did you find it?
from the reels that I've been.
So same thing.
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing here, right? Somebody's gonna see this. They're gonna
Somebody's
look
conf
at it.
right.
They're like, what is
Correct.
this? They're gonna read it and like, holy shit, this just changed my life.
He gonna also like I'd say impress about the
Yes.
post.
Right. You understand now? So this is a content idea. You can give this to tell this to Abu Bakr to start
Right.
doing stuff like this.
Got it.
How do I copy the link to this one?
You will see the like 3 dots at the right. Yeah. There is a two rough here that I can show.
Yeah. Can you see my screen? Hold on one second.
Yeah. Now it's I can see you.
You can see my screen?
Yep.
Let me turn off the video.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Commenting is very easy. Every hour,
Right.
all they have to do is go to each post. And the easiest way to do this is just go to the notification, see the latest comment that came, and just write it like this. But you have to make sure that you're reading what it's saying
Right.
and does it
Saying.
align with our brand voice or not. But this one is not coming for some reason.
can select the like first one though, I guess. That's
Sure.
really interesting, Rebecca. Like that, yeah. But that way we are also encouraging her.
Right. Okay. Just took
Mm-hmm.
seconds, right?
Right.
Then we're gonna switch over to my other account.
Mm-hmm.
As you can clearly see that nobody's been doing it. That's why the pages are dying. I showed you how much money
Right.
it was making back in the day, and look how much money it's
Right.
making literally pennies now.
Hmm.
From making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month to just pennies.
Right.
And it's the only reason this is happening is because of lack of, you have to get to these quickly. That's the thing. What makes it go viral and shows up
Mm-hmm.
in other people's newsfeed is how quickly we respond back to the comments. It's
Right.
the speed. So if it comments come 15 hours, 18 hours ago, and you now respond, there's no,
There is no make
it's too
sense.
late.
Mm-hmm.
It's too late.
Right. And
It's
it's
too late. You
very
already missed the
like
window.
crucial though. Right.
It has to be done right away. The reason all these posts are not getting is because you'll see that these comments are being posted way too late.
Hmm. Correct.
And just now, Abubakar started doing this, and so it's now getting some traction again. But otherwise, this page is literally dying. Every day, the follower count is going down every day.
And like previously, who was like responsible for this job? I mean, for the social media, Abubakar or anyone else though?
I had many people over the years, but most recently there was another guy named Sabir who was doing this for me, and he also was doing a horrible job. Horrible.
That's like what I'm thinking. Like I don't think he was like professional at all.
None of these people know what they're doing at all. Mm-mm. Like even Abu Bakr, for example, I gave him all these photos of me to post, of me with the
Mm-hmm.
car, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I had
I
to
have saw
follow up
this.
3 times, and they still are not posted. I don't see any of the pictures of me with the car. None of them are here.
Hmm.
After 3 days of following up over and over and over, I don't see it. So that's why I need someone who I don't have to do that with. Like
Right.
I don't, if I'm paying money for someone to manage my things, I shouldn't have to spend 2 hours a day
Exactly. You just
doing
give
their
some
job,
of like
telling them what
direction,
to do.
do that way or do this,
Right.
and they'll follow the direction. And
Yeah.
Rafi, you have a like already sort of market base or traffic in your, accounts or in your
Right.
like socials. I have seen there are plenty of guys or peoples, they didn't have any of such things.
Right.
So our digital marketing team, they had like put their efforts, then put their like brains on there to, make them gaining the traffics or making more engagements and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say they'll help you a lot in such ways.
Great.
I mean, at least engage. And you already had saw me about like more than 5,000, right? That you have made
Mm-hmm.
from the accounts, right? It's huge though. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, from Facebook, it's 5,000. I'd say it's pretty good.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. There's tremendous amounts of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the idea of what I'm doing. Same thing on LinkedIn.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I'd go in here, see what the notifications are, who commented on what, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
See if any, I don't think there's any comments on this one. If the comments would show up.
Mm-hmm.
See, like it says
Over there,
commented.
right? Mm-hmm. Correct.
And we do the same thing basically. Okay.
Absolutely.
And as you can
Like,
see, LinkedIn, there's been barely any posts. Also, I write a
mm,
long form article of 2,000 words or more on LinkedIn 3 times a week.
okay.
I'm not going to
Okay.
sit there and do that with you right now to waste all of our time,
Mm-hmm.
but that is one of the things that they need to be doing as well.
Okay.
Like hardly anything has been posted on LinkedIn, as you can see. That was
Mhm.
1 week ago, one post,
Right.
one more post, one
Mhm.
more, and then the last 7 days, not a single post was made. And LinkedIn is the
Mhm.
only way I've gotten every one of my jobs.
Right.
So it's unimaginable to me how much micromanagement I'm having to do, that I just cannot get someone to simply do what I'm doing right now with you for an hour. Hide floating. Okay. So let me do some tasks. So you already know what to do with Zoom. I followed up with Guntaka,
Mhm.
waiting for his response. YouTube video is blocked. Okay. Why is this
Copyright issue.
blocked?
Copyright issue. There have
Okay.
been for that song like Desi Girl, Jeene ke hai 4 din for this kind of songs.
All right.
We
So
can't
then
use.
what you would have to do
Yeah.
is basically follow up with Guntaka or Abu Bakr, whoever is doing this video, and say, hey, this happened.
Remove.
Can you please
Mhm.
immediately edit the video to meet the criteria for YouTube and republish it?
Right.
That's the
Okay.
job here. That's why it's your task.
Okay.
All right.
YouTube.
This something else for you to do here. Did you already add all the details for my calendar for all the games?
Yup. It has been added.
When does it start? When does the season start?
I guess Tuesday 24th. I guess so. 24th or just a moment. I have to cross check again because Abu Bakr has added that to your calendar while we are in the call. I was making the payments. Just a moment. Checking that again. It's in 26th. My bad. Thursday.
26th of this July?
June.
Oh, the wrong month.
Right. This one.
So they happen every Thursday or every Tuesday?
Every Thursday. The game starts on.
Where does it say that?
In the website. Just a moment. I'm sharing one snapshot with you. June 24, just a moment. See, it mentioned the date is Tuesday starting June 24, but
Mhm.
the game will be played on like Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
Time starting from 6 p.m. And I'm just sharing this snapshot with you. Give me a moment. And for the future reference, we already had like registered to their like website. So it will automatically add it to your like calendar.
Okay.
Just a moment. Yeah, I have shared with you the like snapshot.
Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
So I give all this information to Abu Bakr. He clearly did not translate it to you. I let him know that these are going to be on Tuesdays, not Thursdays. We are playing in Division 3, and Division 3 games are on Tuesdays, according to the organizer. And that was a
Okay.
screenshot sent from Barry Carmichael, which I gave to Abu Bakr, which he clearly did not obviously tell you. So let's fix that.
You have to re-edit, right?
Probably the 24th will be the first one, I guess.
Mm-hmm. 24 is the first, as per the website says. Right. Starting June 24th,
I also
Tuesday.
mentioned to him that games will start either at 6. Hold up. See, these are some of the things like these attention to detail is extremely important because this was done incorrectly, right? If I had relied, this is what I mean by reliability. I have to be able to rely and know that, okay, Abu Bakr, I gave the task. Surely he did this correctly. It
Right.
wasn't done correctly, even though I gave very, very meticulous direction as to what to do. I told him, here's information, register, add all the details. The games are going to be on Tuesdays. And according to my friend Barry Carmichael, he said to me that the games are going to be 7 games. They either start at 6 p.m. or they start at 7 p.m. and they're 1 hour long. So I told
Okay.
him, since we don't know which games are going to start at 6, which ones are going to start at 7:40, let's block off the window from 6 p.m. until, you want to guess?
7,
No,
7:30,
nope.
8.
The games
Are
are
we?
1 hour long. They either start at 6 p.m. or they start at 7:40 p.m. So since I
Okay,
don't
then
know
we have
which
to
one,
block. Then we have to block till 9 or 10, I guess.
so I would just do like till, yeah, like 8:40 basically, right?
Right,
Games are 1
right,
hour.
right, right.
So
At
I
least
would
1 hour.
block till 8:40 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Because we like till now
Maybe
we are
9
not
p.m.
sure we will be in the first slot or like second slot.
Right.
Hmm. Makes
So
sense.
this is
Yep.
how I would have done this.
Right.
We don't need to even say event team Barry. Give a much more
Yes. Details.
recognizable name, right?
Right. Basketball game.
Because what does event whatever was on there doesn't mean anything to me. When I'm looking on the calendar in the middle of millions of things, do you think I want to read and see Team Barry or do I want to see basketball game?
Basketball game. Yeah.
So you have to think,
Hmm.
with that kind of logic and think, okay,
The
what
kind of
should this
basic
be called?
things.
Right.
Hmm.
Like the event is not called Team Barry. That's the name of my team.
Right.
And we haven't made a team name even. That's why they just put Team Barry as a placeholder because he's the captain.
Ah, okay, okay. I got this now.
All right, so I'm gonna forward this to Barry Carmichael so he knows I paid. I registered for the basketball games and I forwarded you the receipt that they gave me.
Right. And
I'm
you
texting that to
already
you.
paid the, I mean, annual fee also, the $10.
Yep. Okay. So
Vivek Srivastava, we had, I replied, I guess. Yep. We should delete. It
got
already,
it.
ठीक है, खींचो.
Okay,
Sorry to
Maven,
interrupt.
accept survey. Did you do this earlier?
Yes, we had like tried, but it's unqualified. It said that.
You'd have tried it quickly after it came in?
It came in maybe yesterday. So we tried around 7 or 8 hours like later. But once I have like logged in today, I mean the morning, I've tried that time.
And it was like this, what just happened right now?
Yeah, it goes
Okay.
black and black. I mean the white pages pops up. I tried like refresh so
Did you
many times,
respond
but
to
it's
this
still.
person? Got it.
Yep. Frida? Yeah.
And you made
Mm-hmm.
sure to respond. Okay, sometimes they will send an email to my email address, rafi@rafichowdhury.com or Chowdhury's Digital. And if you just simply hit the reply button, the email will not deliver because I cannot reply from that email address. Keep that in
Right.
mind.
Okay.
So it'll bounce back.
Bounce back, right.
Purple stars are for me.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, you know what to do with this. You're gonna reach out to
Right, right.
Guntata and Abu Bakr.
Copyright issue, right.
And once they fix the issue and they confirm to you they have fixed these specific videos and published them, then the task will be considered complete.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bank of America and I have a lot of problems with Amazon. A lot of problems. They
Okay.
have literally stolen thousands of dollars from me. I have bought many items from there. I returned the items. They never gave me my refund back. So I've been fighting with them nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
And this call you're gonna need to make tomorrow because I need you to understand
Right.
exactly what the situation is. Basically, at this point, any transaction we have with Amazon, we've had with Amazon recently, we are disputing all of them because
Right.
Amazon refuses to give our money back and Bank of America also refuses to give them money back. I'm disputing all these charges with Amazon
Mm-hmm.
to Bank of America. You'll have to call Bank of America and go to the dispute, file the dispute, which you can do online as well. And
Right.
as they give information on the dispute and it's, relevant things, you have to basically provide the documentation and things like that. This is a very
Correct.
major task that you need to follow up with Abu Bakr. But again, I'm
Mm-hmm.
only telling you to follow up with him because I don't have time to show you all these things. But keep in mind,
Mm-hmm.
clearly he has not been able to move the needle for me on all these tasks, right? So
Right.
just take everything he says with a grain of salt because he's not a person that drives home an outcome type of guy. He just
Right.
kind of does the task and then just brings me back whatever news it is instead of saying, okay, I'm not going to accept no for an answer. I'm going to escalate to see how much further I can go with this to get the money back.
Right.
So when he says like, oh, we've called them and they've said this, and this, and then that's it. Don't just stop there and ask, okay, so what is the next step? Now, what do we need to do to get the money back?
Mm.
So I
Right.
want you to call, figure out this whole situation from Amazon, from Abu Bakr, and tell me what you understood, or
Mm-hmm.
ask me if you have any additional questions,
Mm-hmm.
and then make the call to Bank of America and ask them about this dispute along with any other disputes that we made recently about Amazon. And
Right.
ask, what is the status? Why did we not
Mm-hmm.
get our money back? And when are we going to get the money back? And if they said that the claim got declined or something, push back and say, I do not accept that resolution. I would like this
We
case to
will
be
talk to
escalated.
supervisor. Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I
I
would
know
like this
about
my
these
case to
things.
be escalated.
And one more thing, Rafi, I was like talking with Abu Bakr yesterday about
Mm-hmm.
that particular shoes, right? That you had
Mm-hmm.
already like written to Amazon, but they didn't get any resolution regarding on that. We like didn't get them like our money back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regarding on that. So I was supposed to call today. I mean, like for tomorrow to
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, like regarding the incident, like what's are the updates and stuff. And if there is no outcome, I'll escalate to, I'll try to talk with their like supervisor or any of like manager or stuff, cause that particular thing is happening from the like previous year.
Okay,
So the sort of things in my mind. So I'll try to, execute that.
got it. Okay. Now, this one right here
Right.
is also yours. Now, at some point,
Mm,
I believe I set up an Amazon Web Services account in order to test out because I'm trying to get the AWS certification right now.
okay.
However, they charge me $395, which I don't know why, because I'm supposed to only sign up for the free version. So
Okay.
immediately call Amazon and cancel my AWS what do you call it? Here.
Subscriptions.
Yep.
Okay.
Here is my login.
Mm-hmm.
Where should I give this to you? In Teams, I guess.
Yeah. Send it to Teams. Yeah. Received.
Yeah, I misspelled it.
Is there a password আমি ভালো আছি?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, my passwords are
Mm-hmm.
all over the place.
I have seen that one, but I have like never, read it out. Now when you were typed that, I saw that. Eh? Unauthorized, why? Okay.
I think I'm logged in now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
gmail.com password আমি ভালো আছি 02
you want to make sure these are saved.
right. Mm-hmm.
So I made some EC2 instances and all this kind of stuff, and I was running some of these. Maybe it was running too long or I forgot to turn it off. Whatever happened,
Mm-hmm.
we need to immediately dispute this with Amazon right away and say, hey, I do not recognize this charge. I did not sign up for this. I only set up an EC2 instance. I set up an AWS account just to see what it is inside. I should have no charges at all come to me. Immediately dispute the
Right.
charge. Call Bank of America and dispute that charge right away through Bank of America as well.
Okay. And it has been deducted from your debit card, right?
Yep. It's been, you
Okay.
can see all the details for, see they charge me here,
Right.
something like that. So it's been charging me basically.
Correct.
So we need to immediately call Bank of America, dispute this, call Amazon, dispute this right away. That's
Okay.
that blue star down here. Okay.
Okay. I have.
This one we need to make sure that it says merchant has been credited. Keep in mind that whenever a dispute happens with Bank of America, we file a dispute. Bank of America initially gives us the money in our bank account while they do the research. And after doing the research, if the claim comes back in favor of us, they let us keep the money. But if the favor comes back in the favor of the merchant, they deduct the money again from my account. This is extremely
Understood.
important. You need to understand. When we first
Right.
filed a claim, they initially put whatever we're disputing, they put the money in our account while they do their research.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep.
Then they do the research, and based on the outcome of the research, they either let us keep the money or they take the money back again.
Take the money back from, right.
It is
And like
extremely
give it to
important
the
when you file
merchant.
a dispute that you follow all the messages that they're gonna send. They've sent many messages asking for this proof, that proof, so us a screenshot of this, that, blah, 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 blah. They ask for all these proofs. You have to respond to those in a timely manner, or else they will not honor our dispute.
Understood. Yep.
All right. So any questions about any of those blue star things?
Blues. No, 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 not yet though.
All these yellow stars are all gonna be blue stars. So let's go through some of these ones.
Available for the street bookkeeping.
This is for that guy that's doing our taxes.
Okay.
So until the tax filing situation is completely done, we're gonna leave these open.
Mm-hmm.
This would be an example of an email that you want to keep. So if I ask you, hey, what's the update on blue stars? And I ask you, hey, what's the detail of this? You're gonna tell me like, hey, we need to save this email because tax keeping, bookkeeping is not finished. That whole task is not done yet. I will need this link to pay them. Blah blah blah, something like that.
Right.
This is a virtual assistant that we can potentially interview for social media or something like that.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and mark it as a blue star for you to interview him, see if he's any good or not.
All right. Thank you so much for feedback. Wonderful evening. It's a job interview. I mean,
Old. They've already told me they're not gonna pick me, so it's old.
okay.
I'm leaving all these virtual assistant companies in the pipeline right now in case if I need to contact any of them.
Right.
But Once I start working with you for a couple of weeks, month or so, and I feel like this is something that's working well, then I'm gonna go and delete all these.
Okay, all right.
But for right now, we reached out to many different companies like yours,
Mm-hmm.
and I've spoken with maybe a dozen of these people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna retain their contacts until, we can make sure that our partnership is good long term. Then we're
Right.
gonna go ahead and delete all these people in here.
Perfect. Yep.
So these emails from Indrajit,
Mm-hmm.
we
He's our
can
cam though, yes.
delete this one. We don't need this. All right, so the rest of these are for me to respond to. Okay, let me show you now how to return something on Amazon, because that's something you're going to be doing for me.
Mhm.
First of all, we have to make sure we're on the right account. Which account is this? This is not the right account.
This is the previous one, I guess.
Yeah, it's the old account.
Mm-hmm.
So we added these. We bought these two items because I'm trying to use up my gift card balance in this account,
Right.
because I don't use this account. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out of this one. Sign into the new one, which is info, I think
Info.
it's outragedigital.com. Something like that. I don't remember the password, do you? Is that
Don't
it?
you use the Home Depot one? I mean, the Home Depot stores.
Home Depot?
Yeah.
What is Home Depot?
Home Depot means like they also like it's kind of like Amazon. They'll provide something like sort of stuff.
Oh,
They had
no, I don't
everything. I
shop.
mean,
No, I don't shop there.
mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
It's
for
kind of like
home.
Walmart. Yeah.
No, it's not like Walmart at all. It's for like home improvement related
Home
products.
improvement. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
It's different type of things. All right. So I bought these items
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to return some of these items. Now I'll tell you, this is a little hack that I discovered. It works sometimes, it doesn't work other times. That's one of the reasons why they didn't pay me money back. I return other items in its place sometimes.
I
Like
know
these
about that.
bracelets. Yeah, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people do this basically at this point. That's why they're getting so strict with it. So I got
Yeah.
these bracelets
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take one of these bracelets, put it back in the box, and return the whole thing.
And you say that I only received like 5 of them and
I
in
will
like
not say
website
any of that
mentions.
at all. I will just simply say that item no longer needed.
But
And you will see.
whenever they'll pick that particular product, they'll thoroughly investigate that, right? Is there 6 or not?
They usually don't,
Okay.
depending on what the item is.
Mm-hmm.
And if it says shipped from Amazon,
All right.
then the chances are pretty low, because that means that it was shipped from one of the Amazon. It was shipped via FBA, fulfillment by Amazon.
Hmm.
Amazon has fulfillment centers all around the country.
Right.
So this seller
Mm-hmm.
sends
Joey shows, right?
probably manufactures their item by somebody
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else. That
Right.
manufacturer directly ships the products to the Amazon warehouse.
Correct.
Whenever, and then the seller makes their store on Amazon, or Amazon like this, their
Mm-hmm.
listing. Whenever one of them sells, the supplier directly sends. Well, maybe it's done in batches. It's probably done in batches for small items like this. Maybe the supplier sends like 50, 100, whatever,
50,
1,000,
100, right.
something
Right.
like that to Amazon
Mm-hmm.
warehouse.
Correct.
Then whenever one sells, Amazon ships that item directly from the warehouse to the customer.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay, so what happens in the event of a return? When the item is returned, the item goes back to the Amazon warehouse again.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Then the item is done. There's some level of checking, maybe. I don't even know if Amazon takes the time to do that. But then the item is shipped back to the seller,
Mm-hmm.
who then probably do checking to see if it's the right item or not.
Mm.
As you can imagine,
It's a long process, bro. Yeah.
excuse me. As you can imagine, for small things
Bless
like
you.
this that cost so little,
Mm-hmm.
it's not worth their time trying to fight with the customer for an $18 item,
For
saying,
$18,
"Oh,
right?
you returned the wrong one. Here, let me fight with you."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna
Right.
do that.
Correct.
That is the sweet spot where we operate.
Hmm.
Okay, that is the trick, is
Right.
identifying which items are sold from Amazon that qualify and fall into this range where they're not going to be fighting over it too much because it wasn't that expensive, that we can get away with this on. Does that make sense?
Mm.
If
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was an $1,800 item, I would not be able to get away with this for sure.
Correct. Yeah, they'll
But
be
these
more
small
strict about that.
18,
Mm-hmm.
yep, yep. So knowing that, I do this very strategically. My cousin taught me this. He has
Mm-hmm.
probably done this with $40,000 worth of items on Amazon over
Oh,
the
oh, oh,
last 3 years, 4 years. He's an
goodness.
expert. Buys $2,000,
My goodness.
systems and stuff, and then returns them. And I don't know how he does it, but he has it down to a science. And he has many gas stations and all these things. So he changes his shipping
He has a
address and does
pro
all these
though.
different. Yeah, he has a very systematic. I mean, he's very, very good at this. So, and he hardly ever gets caught too. I don't know how. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, long story short, I'm gonna return this now. So watch. See, now they're getting really strict. They say all this used to not be there before.
Okay. Note that's return to damage.
And again, with this particular product, I have not much to lose, right? If they don't accept my
Okay.
return, that's fine. I'm gonna keep these items anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I have nothing to lose.
Right.
So I'm gonna return. Let me think. What can I return? This charger would probably be a really easy one to do. Let me return the necklace because I know I have another necklace like this that's broken.
Mm.
I'm gonna return this t-shirt. I'm gonna return that one because I know I have old t-shirts I can put in its place. Let me see if I have an
Mm-hmm.
old charger I can put in the box. Hold on. Oh. 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 All right.
Yep.
Let me think. Which one do I want to return instead of $999
Mm-hmm.
charger, or do I want to
If you had like old one, you can like replace for that
probably
one
do
too.
this one? Yeah, I don't have an old charger around, but let's just do this one instead.
And Rafi, Flipkart, you have like heard about that? It's
No.
collab with like Walmart. Flipkart is like so famous in I would say like India. So I
Mm-hmm.
have like done this, before. I have uh, exchanged sort of t-shirts, headphones, and like there are like many more stuffs. Uh, the air jags, cables and stuff. Cause
Right.
I have
Yeah.
I have like worked with Flipkart earlier, so I know their like policies and stuff. So you can replace or return any sort of like products at least
Mhm.
one per a month. So yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. So I don't return everything, by the way. Notice how I'm not returning
correct.
this one.
Back. Mm-hmm.
I don't do every item so that they can see, okay, he's only returning some items here and there, so they don't flag my
Mm,
account. They have
right.
flagged my account already. They sent me an email about this even, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it. I'm trying to be strategic about it to some extent. I'm not just
Mm-hmm.
blindly returning everything.
Right. Too short.
Yeah, sure.
Cause it
Let's
it
just do
sounds
that.
like genuine though.
I just say no longer needed. I don't give them any reasons at all as to actually why. Because if I tell them it's defective, something like that, they're
They'll
gonna
ask about that.
investigate it.
Mm,
So I
correct.
try to go as much under the radar as possible.
True.
Yeah, don't share this with anybody.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So we've done a few of these items. Now we're gonna hit continue. Oh shit. The red t-shirt, how many was there?
It's two, I guess. No, one. Quantity
No,
one.
no. How many did I buy?
I guess two, because it was an option that it's showing how many quantities that you want to like
Right.
refund.
Oh, the only black one was two. See, it says two next to it.
It's two. It's two.
This one was one.
Right. The black one is two. The red one is one.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
Return to original payment method.
see, I don't remember exactly if it was to on my new card or old card or what. Okay, it's fine. I think if it's my old card, it'll automatically go to my new card.
Go to correct. Why we want to contact the manufacturer? No.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're gonna
It's good.
continue.
Right. Why we are returning this? Okay. Reduce road.
Okay. Now here is the important part. Now you have to think about this and understand, like, okay, I don't want to do any hassle of having to make a box, label, blah, 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 right?
Correct.
So this one says box needed, but it's the UPS store, which there are many UPS stores everywhere. But
Okay.
Whole Foods is much more rare. I have to drive 20 minutes to get to Whole Foods. I can get to a UPS store within 5 minutes of me.
Okay.
So that one says UPS store box needed is an option. I'd have boxes at home, so I will probably choose that one
Third one, right?
and that one. But I'm gonna look at all of them because I want to make one trip. I don't want to have to go to Whole Foods, then go to UPS. I want to go to
Correct.
one place and return all of these, right?
Right.
So let's strategically think. Okay. This one says Whole Foods. This one says box needed also, but it's free.
Right.
So maybe I have a box for this one also.
Oh, doors from door off.
This one, you don't need anything. They will do
Anything.
everything.
Correct. Right.
Okay, so basically I need, in order for me to make this work at UPS store, I want to make sure that I have at least, so you might probably want, when you do this, you probably want to ask me, hey, Rafi, do you have at least 2 boxes at home? So
Correct.
this one, it says box needed. So I need 1 box,
2 box.
2 boxes, right?
Correct. And for that we don't need nothing.
Nothing. So I need 2 boxes. So let me go
2
check to see if I have
boxes.
2 boxes.
Got it. Yep.
See 1 box here,
Mm-hmm.
and I see another box there. Okay, so we have at least 2 boxes. Okay, great. So then
Awesome.
now I'm going to UPS store location
Stores.
only, box needed.
Same as for the like, second one. Correct.
Mhm.
For the no box. Yep.
Yep. Choose drop off location. If they give that option, then I always choose this Stage Road one. That's the closest to me usually.
Okay.
I don't think you have to choose anything, but I mean, I do anyway because I always go to that one.
All right.
So we'll get $117 back. Not bad.
Mm.
Now, this is the scenario. This is where the fight will happen now.
Okay.
In some of these things, I would say 60 to 75% of the time, they don't give
Mm-hmm.
us any problem. They just refund.
Okay.
But a quarter to maybe 40% of the time,
Mm-hmm.
we have that scenario where the scenario I was just describing to you earlier, where you have to fight with them, with Bank of
Right.
America,
Call them,
Amazon,
ask them,
right?
right? Mm.
Right. So previously, some of my items that I returned, I actually returned the actual items back, and
Okay.
they still didn't pay me.
You
So
mean
it's
the
not that
shoes?
all of the fights that I'm having with them revolve this whole scheme right here. Many of those original
Mm.
items that I'm fighting with them about, which Abu Bakr should have explained to you, I think that there's $1,500 worth of items they never refunded me. Some of those items, I actually returned the original item in its original condition back, and they still didn't refund me.
Holy.
That's why
Okay.
I'm extra,
Mm.
aggressive towards Amazon, because they did me wrong when they didn't give me my money back for the actual items. Like I bought this t-shirt, next day
Mm-hmm.
without doing anything to the t-shirt, I returned the t-shirt and I still didn't get my money back. That has happened to me multiple times now. So
Right.
Amazon has become completely a joke. Sometimes it works, sometimes doesn't work. Sometimes you can be honest and 100% honest, they still don't give you your money back.
Mm.
So they're
I
become a complete
Sharafi, it's
scam
totally
altogether.
right. It depends on the whoever, like sitting on the associate level.
Yep,
They'll take the first
exactly.
initiative. If he said
Right,
yes, then we will get the money. If he, not doing their job like efficiently, then we didn't, hassle much, a lot, I would say.
right. Literally exactly what you said. It really depends on who
Mm.
is the customer service agent who just happens to
That's the
deal with
reason,
this
I
particular.
always like if I am not satisfied with particular agent's answer, I always look for somebody who is
Another one.
upper level, right? Upper level, like
Exactly.
superior one. I mean, the supervisor or any of their team leads or some of our stuffs.
Hmm. Right. Okay. So
Yep.
it says view return code.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Wow. Oh, separate code. I was about to say that only one
Separate
code
codes,
for
right?
all of them. Okay. So all I have to do now is
Scan this code.
for you, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna copy this.
Mm-hmm. Item.
Like if you're giving it to me, for example, you will do like that,
Mm-hmm. I have to send the right item description too.
something like
Correct.
that. Actually, for
Mm.
you can probably just do that, and then honestly, it'd be easier if you just did this, because then I can have everything in one picture. When I
Right,
take it to
right,
the
right.
UPS store, they're gonna scan the code on my phone.
Mm.
Is how this is gonna
Correct.
happen. Hold on. So I just need the code, and
Mm-hmm.
I just need the description to know which one the code is for. That's all I need. So you're just
Right.
gonna drop it to me like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So I'm just gonna do it to myself here in WhatsApp and then save it on my phone.
Correct.
That's the first one.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to repeat the same process, second and third one.
So for this one, you can probably just like do like that.
Right, for the t-shirts. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I put these things in the boxes right away. So give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Two black t-shirts and one red t-shirt. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I grabbed 2 black t-shirts and 1 red t-shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the box.
Yep.
Then link bracelet. So I'm gonna take one of the bracelets from the pack that they gave me and just put that one in the box. Probably one of the ugliest ones. What's the next one?
Uh,
Oh, that's the.
that's done. Yep. Bracelet, t-shirt, and
Oh, okay. The others. Okay, metal necklace. Got it. Okay,
medal.
one second.
Right.
I found an old broken metal necklace that I had, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna put that one in the box. Basically, is all I'm doing here. So
Or
this is the one that I don't know if you can see it. This one is the
yeah.
one I bought,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the one that I previously had. So I'm putting this back in the box, and then that's it. Just need one more box. Where? Hold on. I always carry an extra box to the UPS store just in case if they say like, oh, this box is too big for that item or something like that.
Right.
So when I go to the UPS store, I always take a couple extra boxes with me just in case.
For future references, right?
So I got everything prepared here in one stack. That's it. So tomorrow when I go to work, I will take those with me.
Yep.
And after work, I will drop by the UPS store, drop them off. It'll take me 5 minutes and I will hopefully
Almost
make
done.
the 117 back. Very easy, right?
Right. Correct.
Okay. Any questions about this task?
Nope.
Okay. So that's it. I think you have to go, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I will take a shower and then fall asleep.
Right. So these right here, you see how it emailed me the return and everything like
Right.
that too?
Right.
So
Right.
I will just leave this in the inbox until I make the return, then I'll delete these.
Correct. Since
Okay.
we'll like get the amount, then we can like remove that.
Right. Okay. So as far as responding to these recruiters and stuff like that, do you have any questions about that? Like how to quickly do that?
Responding to recruiters.
Yeah.
Mm, could you please elaborate more? I mean, like from where I would like.
When the recruiters come and respond, email me, do you have any questions about how to action on those quickly?
Mm, give me a moment, just
And also, do you have any questions about
um
Google Voice, saving their
Google
numbers and
Voice.
stuff?
Right. Rafi, was that day I was, like so much messed up with these emails and stuff. So that's the reason maybe I was not able to save contacts or stuff. But yeah, I know like how to supposed to, message or like, hey, I got a missed call from you, stuff like that. Please drop your
Yep. So here's one example. This
right,
was not saved, even though it came in at
right,
11:17 a.m. today, and I pointed it out 2, 3, 4 times in the chat.
right.
You need to do this right away as soon as it comes in.
Mm-hmm. There is a one of like recruiter though.
One second.
Rafi Chaudhary, Anil this side from Webologics, and Anil this side from Webologics, and I get your profile. Hello, Rafi Chaudhary, Anil this side from Webologics, and I get. Hello, Rafi Chaudhary, Anil this side from Webologics, and I get your profile.
I don't know what he said, travel logics or what.
The guy name is Ravil Rajit Sen, I guess.
Okay.
Something like that.
So if you could also check the email because they usually email also,
Hmm.
and you can see if you can match up the voicemail to the email based on their
Right.
number they share, or because
Mm-hmm.
like for example, right now it's very hard to understand what is he saying, right?
Right.
So let's just say I don't know I have no idea who the guy is. Okay, that's fine. You will just save it and just say recruiter,
Recruiter. Right.
Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Because I treat the Indian recruiters very, very differently from the American recruiters. We have to know which one is who. American
Okay.
recruiters, when they approach me, I take them very seriously because I mean, like it is a very definite chance that this is a
Hmm.
real job.
Right.
There's very high chance I'm gonna actually get, presented to the hiring manager, blah, blah, blah. If it's an
Mm-hmm.
Indian, keep in mind, these guys are simply just working for like commission usually.
Mm-hmm.
They're just
Correct.
basically interviewing thousands and thousands of
Thousands of
people all
people, same
day.
day. Mm-hmm.
Yep, all day. They're just taking everybody's resume, whether they're fit or not, doesn't matter. As long as they have something in common with the
Mm.
job description, they're
Right.
then sending these resumes nonstop to the US staffing agencies or directly to the hiring manager sometimes in rare cases. So chances of getting an actual job offer, from an Indian recruiter is very low.
Very
But
tough. Mm-hmm.
it has happened before. I actually did get a job from one of these Indian guys who reached out to me, sent me to an American guy who then sent me to
Mm-hmm.
the hiring manager, and I actually got hired. So it has happened.
Okay. Okay.
There's maybe like a 5% chance it could happen. That's the reason why I still entertain them. And the main reason I entertain them is because they're putting my resume across the web everywhere in everybody's system.
Mm.
My resume is getting spread like seeds. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
That's
Yep.
why so many recruiters constantly reach out to me. If you're wondering
Mm.
how do they find me? They find me A, through LinkedIn, but B, more importantly, they actually find me because my resume is in so many
Spread
people's
everywhere.
databases. Right.
Mm-hmm. Understand that.
And if I don't qualify for one job, maybe I'll qualify for another job and another job and
Another
another
one.
job.
Mm.
Because yeah, there's nothing. You want your resume to be in every single place imaginable, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You want your resume spread across every direction, everywhere on the web. That
Right.
is one of the main reasons why I entertain these people. They basically do free marketing for my resume. Does
Absolutely.
that
Yep.
does that make sense? They're taking my
Yeah.
resume, they're
Yeah.
giving it to a staffing
Mm-hmm.
company.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So then when you see the US people reach out to me out of the blue,
Mm-hmm.
like today I talked with that guy Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
more than likely it's very possible that one of these Indians at some point took my resume, presented me for some job to that staffing agency, so I got into their system.
Right.
Understand?
Yeah.
I
Got it.
used to be a
Got your point.
recruiter for 4 years. I was a recruiter. I was actually a recruiter for Ronstad, Robert Half, and
Randstad.
Google.
Okay. All right.
That's why I know the other side of the table.
Hmm.
I used to have these Indians coming to me all day long and pitching candidates. So I know
Hmm.
exactly what the process is. How does the whole work? What is C2C, corp to corp? All these
Right.
things I'm very familiar with. That's why I'm so meticulous about how to handle them because I know what they're doing.
Right.
Okay.
And Brandstar
So,
is a like very big company though. I mean, very big, huge
yeah.
MNC though. Yeah.
Yep. I worked
Mm-hmm.
through them at Google actually. I was a recruiter I was hiring for product marketing managers, those roles.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, so this guy, I will just call him back tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
and I go through my voice messages. Normally you would add this to my calendar and stuff, but since it's an Indian guy, it's not that serious. And I check my
Right.
Google voicemails every day anyway, so I will know to call him tomorrow when I get off work. But if it was an
Got it.
American person, definitely you would want to.
Definitely entertain them as the first priority.
Well, no, you're gonna entertain the Indian people too,
Mm-hmm.
but you would want to put in my calendar, hey Rafi, you need to call this guy back as soon as you get off work and put it at for like 4 p.m. or something like that.
Got it.
Okay. Now I'm gonna message this guy and say,
Hey, I got a missed call. .632.945.
Yep, you should have all these thing messages that you constantly send
Yes.
should be saved in some templates or something. So you can just copy paste all the time. Because these are the
Right,
messages
right,
you're gonna be sending all the time.
right.
I don't have
What
the
I
template
do,
saved
I go to
because I
the like
don't.
chat
Mhm.
GPT and search the, missed call typo. It'll pops up
Yep.
like this.
You can literally save we can make a project and call it, all my
Mhm.
message templates. And you can
Right,
just say, hey, give me the template for this, and it'll give you all the
correct.
templates immediately. Or you could say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm creating this to save all of my templates. So whenever I
Mm-hmm.
ask for it, just pull up all my templates for me again.
Right.
Okay. So
Yep.
I'm not gonna take up any more of your time. You're trying to sleep. Any question?
For the Google Voice, no, it's all clear for me though.
Yep. So make sure before you save them as just something simple like a recruiter, you
Mm-hmm.
check the email to see if you can identify who is the person.
Right.
Okay, man. That's it for tonight. So
Yep.
get some rest and I'll catch you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks, man.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
Rafi. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Have
Thank
a good
you. And
night.
make
Yep.
sure
Mm-hmm.
I will forward, well, you'll see the recording pop up in Gmail like this.
Yeah, yeah. Save
Make
that
sure you
recording
take
too in my
this
desktop. Mm-hmm. Yep.
and
100%.
send it to Sumit so that, remember, you need to
Yeah.
download it from Zoom because I delete
Right.
these after I put them on YouTube.
Right. Right. I have
Zoom
the
space
like
gets filled up
previous ones
quickly.
too. Right.
Okay,
No
great.
worries about it. Yeah. Have those recordings like with me.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
No problem. Yep.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you so much, Rafi. Have a good one. Yeah. Bye bye.
You too. Bye. Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye bye.
Mhm.